So if you're having a hard time trading US30, you don't know how to consistently make profits, you don't understand that it seems completely random, pay attention. I'm going to get you on the right track today. As you see, guys, we opened up with a humongous gap. This gap is insane. We're continuing up. But guys, I want to start from the higher time frame. You know we can't skip that when it comes to doing a top-down analysis. I'm not going to skip that. As you can see, here's that gap that I was talking about. What I need you to do is remember where the gap is. And the way that you're going to do that is by actually marking it up. The way not to forget anything is by marking up everything. So always remember that. What I'm going to do is I like to be color coordinated. I'm going to put opening gap. I'm going to just go ahead and highlight the previous day's high and low. Why is the previous day's high and low important? Because we use these areas as targets, guys. Remember that. Prior to this move where we just broke structure again, price does not have a swing high on a daily time frame. This is the new high, but we have not rejected yet. So price is still going up, guys. The direction is up. Price had broken structure here, and then it came back into discount, and we have a continuation up. Simply put on the daily time frame. Let's head to the 4-hour time frame. We want to see if like a swing high is like forming anywhere, anything. No, nothing on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so on this 1-hour time frame, what are we looking at here? As you can see, prices continuing to break structure to the upside. We did get a retest. So after that retest, we're continuing higher. When we don't have any swing highs forming on the higher time frame, guys, it's evident that we have an all-time high. This means that our entries are going to be on a 5-minute time frame. So not too big on trading on the 5-minute time frame. Only if it's for an entry. So stick with me. Only if it's for an entry. When you've done your top-down analysis and then you understand the direction and you have your confirmations on the direction, that's when you go to the smaller time frame. Never look for the direction on such a small time frame. We have about an hour and a half before New York session. And so guys, because we're still breaking structure to the upside, what I want price to do right now is to form a swing high. And when it forms that swing high, I can then pull out the fib, measure my swing high, measure the swing low, get an area in discount, and continue up. So as it stands, this is going to be my area of interest today. And what I want price to do is respect this area so that I can take a trade up today. This was the previous 725 entry. We broke that structure. We closed above, right? I want price at some point to pull back to this particular area. That's when I'm going to strike. I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to see price moving up and decide to jump in off impulse. I'm going to be very patient. I'm actually even going to set an alarm here. It's an alarm set. And what I'm going to do is mind my business until it's time for me to trade today. Okay, guys, so I decided to take a sell position. And I'm going to target these lows on the way down. Price has been continuously breaking structure since we last checked in at this 5-minute time frame down here. We've continued to go up, but I would like to see price start making its way down. And the reason why we were continuing up is because when I checked NAS 100, I was looking for NAS to reach this particular area up here, which it did. It finally did. And I'm looking for the indices to start making its way down. As you can see, the trade is coming along. Okay, profits is looking low. As you can see, guys, we finally hit take profit, and I want to explain my entry and the sudden shift in what I was looking at. And so, guys, I used multiple confluences to get into this sell this morning, and this is TP1, and then we have TP2, which was that original entry for the buy that we were looking at before the 9:30. Right down here on that 5-minute time frame. Of course, guys, we started to buy, but one of my confluences was the fact that price came down into discount, right? And I did not go in for the buy. As I stated, I was waiting for this area. But when price came down into this discounted area, when it went back up, guys, it failed to break above the previous high. That kind of let me know that price wanted to come down and actually sweep this low. And so that's where I got in for a sell after the sweep of this high. I got in for that sell. And this is where I decided to take profit, although my take profit was here. So the reason why I decided to take profit there, guys, instead of waiting, is because this would have brought me above my entry, and I would have hated to go right back above my entry. I did not want to re-enter price again. I was super satisfied with the profits here, although I knew where it was going. And what price did was it swept the high, which would have been my original entry. So when price comes back up above previous highs, it's only to take out the early buy sellers or buyers. And in this case, I was an early seller. Stop loss was above here, so I would have been safe. And then this was the new entry to take out all of the early buyers who bought from this area, as it did right here. And so price is moving around, guys. I'm super satisfied with the way that it played out. Sometimes your analysis is subject to change. Will price buy from here, or will it keep going down to target that gap? Stay tuned for the very next video, guys.